Hey everyone, welcome to I believe it's the 60th, I believe it is, the 60th entry of the new entry series, and it's 2011. It's hard to believe, but 2011 is here. And man, I'll tell you, 2010 felt like it was here and now it's gone. I still can't get over that. I can't get over that. I mean, it feels like, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks just went by just like that, because 2 weeks ago my mom and my nephews had got out of school for the break, and now my mom right now is the only one that went back, because she's a preschool teacher. Well, my nephews, I guess due to the state budget, are off another week. But anyway, it just flew by, I'll tell you. I never, what amazes me is how fast a lot of these years have been going lately. I mean, I know a lot of people from different standards in life, religious standards and mythological standards, would say, oh, it's maybe would find reasons, or somewhat reasons, as to why we're going so fast why years are going so fast, I should say, because some might say, well, if you're from a Christian standard, you might think, well, it's because the rapture is quickly approaching, and God wants to speed it up. He wants it to get here as soon as possible. Some might look at it like that. Others might look at it like, well, maybe the end of the world is coming real quickly. Maybe they want to get it over with and done with or something. I don't know. Some people look at different various reasons. People would look at why the years are going by fast, but still, to me, I don't look at it any different than anybody else. I just look at it like, well, it just goes by fast because you're either working or you're not or whatever. But it just feels like it's just like one day it's here, next day it's gone. I mean, it's just amazing. It's just amazing because there's some of my friends on Facebook. I got some friends on Facebook, and one of them said that they have taken down the Christmas decorations already at the day after Christmas. And I'm thinking, whoa. It feels like they just put them up and now they just take them down. And then we find out that we have a friend at church. Me and my family have a friend at church that keeps her Christmas decorations, or at least her tree, up until Easter. And I'm thinking, that's dedication. But the reason I think some people, to me it's just amazing, though, how quickly things come and go. But when it comes, I think I know why some people sometimes are not in a hurry, even if the holidays come and gone, why they're not in a hurry to take down certain things like the decorations or the trees. I could probably understand why. Because if you take it down, if you take down your decorations, people are going to look at it like, oh great, now we've got to wait another year or so, or wait for the rest of the year for it to go back up. That's true. But some people like to keep them up even just for another week or two, or even up to, let's say, Valentine's Day maybe, because they don't want that feeling, that Christmassy feeling, to go just yet. They don't want it to see it disappear. I mean, I guarantee you, there's a lot of people right now that are outside, depending on they're either outside right now or outside yesterday, depending on the weather. And what it's like, and what the weather's like where you are. Taking down the decorations. Now I can tell you this, there was some people that, yesterday it was on and off rain. So a lot of people didn't go out and take their decorations down just yet. Now there might be some around here that are doing that today, maybe not. In fact, I can see outside the window right now that a guy still has up his pictures, his little pictures and all that he made, his little cardboard pictures that he made that's on his lawn. I can still see them up, but I wouldn't be surprised if those go down before the day's out or maybe the week's out. But the reason I think people don't like to see, want to take things down just yet is because they want to keep that feeling going. And also, if you got grandkids like to see that tree and kind of think, oh, is Christmas still here? you know. And I think also there's a secret. I also think there's a secret to it. I think there's a reasoning to it too, why people don't like to take down the decorations just yet, or at least not take down the Christmas tree. It's because if you take it down immediately, if you take down the decorations in the tree immediately, then it's just going to make you feel like it's going to be forever until Christmas arrives again. That's what it's like. It's going to make you feel like it's going to be forever. But if you keep it up until a certain time frame, either it's another week, another month, or at least in some cases up until maybe Easter, then that means it's not going to be as long until you have to put it back up again. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people, they'll leave the tree up, or they'll take down the ornaments and say, we'll just leave the tree up for decoration. We don't have to have the ornaments, but we'll just leave it up because it looks nice. People will do that. People will do that. That way they don't have to put it away. And they'll just say, it's just here to look nice. That's all. But, again, it just surprises me how fast, this year, 2010 went. And a lot of the things that came out of 2010, people have talked about. I mean, what a way to begin 2010 last year with that earthquake in Haiti. Huh? I mean, no one saw that coming. What about the miners in Chile? Things like that. Where I'm at, the one thing that we were happy about, that we'll remember most, where I'm living, is the fact that the San Francisco Giants became the World Series champions and brought a World Series back to the Bay Area. So that was pretty cool. But again, it just blows my mind how fast the last year went. Now, some people may say that some years go by fast and some years don't. Well, we'll see what happens with 2011. Will it go by just like that, or will it take its time? Because a lot of things could happen. I mean, here's the honest thing. Here's the thing. My family, sometime this year, we don't know when, but sometime this year, my family wants to go to Disneyland because one of my nephews has never been there, nor have I ever been there. I've been around for almost 32 years now, going on 32 years in July. And yet I've never been to Disneyland. Not even when I was a kid. Not once. My sisters have been there, my mom and dad have been there, but not me. And this year, probably in the next few months, could be the first time I ever go. But again, we'll just have to see what 2011 has to offer. But I tell you, what a ride. What a ride 2010 was. Surprisingly, how fast it went. I mean, it just blew my mind how fast it went. But a lot of good things happened. A lot of things for me happened, This year, I finally got one of these, an iPod. Got one of these. I've always wanted to get one, but never had the money until last year. End of the year, finally did some decent Christmas shopping. Better than the year before. What else? Well, a lot of things, obviously. I mean, I'll say this. 2010 is the year I really learned how to... 2010, I can tell you, was the year I really learned how to use certain programs on the computer, like the DVD Fab. Some people may be against it, some people may not be, but it's probably the best way you could, afford movies in case you can't, buy them. You know what I'm saying? But again, a lot of things came out of that year, and the only thing now is, what will 2011 bring? Well, we'll just have to wait and see. Because you never know what's around the corner. And honestly, that's all I'm going to say right now. But what a year. What a year 2010 was. A lot of things coming out of it. And what a year 2011 is going to be. We'll just have to wait and see what that has to offer. So what this year has to offer, we'll just have to wait and see. But that's all I'm going to say for now. I thank you all for watching the 60th entry in the new entry series. God bless. Take care. Talk to you all later.